So in this video, we're going to be looking at one of my online student swings from Tennessee, and it's Bill. And Bill is a senior golfer, and he's managed to get this amazing golf swing. So you can see how nice and free-flowing that rotation is, how open he gets his body as well. So a lot of you out there think that a rotational golf swing is only there for the athletic or the young, for example, because that's what a lot of the commentators on TV say, but they don't know enough about the topic to really say about it. So ultimately, how did we get Bill to that area, who also recently just won his over 65 tournament in his state? So gets you playing very, very good golf. So the first thing we started doing was we calmed down his excessive lateral movement onto his left side. He had a lot of early shift, so a lot of movement in that first portion of the downswing, where if you have an excessive movement pattern, your rotation will be stunted. So for him, his body wasn't going to do this excessive slide and turn at the same time. It'd be practically impossible. So he would have those hips slide a little bit too much to the target, that hip bump that a lot of you are trying to do. He had that, and then from there, he couldn't turn his body, hands and arms would flip through the shot. So he could still hit the golf ball okay, but it was very inconsistent. So we calmed down that lateral movement. We made it so he could still shift. He still did have a shift, but it was more a pressure shift, a little bit of a movement forward rather than this excessive amount there. So we did a various amount of drills. One of the drills we did do was actually with a chair, but we could do it with the swing plate here, where we were hitting balls and we had a drill like this, just something that was just outside that lead leg and was preventing him from having that excessive movement. So that was the very first thing we did. We had to calm down that excessive lateral movement, otherwise he would never be able to turn. So once that was in there, we made sure that he had his other variables in place. We made sure that he had his club face nice and square. So his club face was always square throughout his swing, like we could see here. Very stable club face. We need that to be able to turn through the shot. If it's too open, we will stall out to square the face. If it's too shut, we will stand up, early extend to square the face. So club face is vitally, vitally important to turn well. Then what did we make sure after that? That his shaft was staying nice and shallow. His club shaft needs to be shallow in the downswing to be able to continue that rotation going through the shot. If you're too steep in the downswing, again, your body will stop turning because you've got to reorganize that shaft coming down. You've got to stand up and you've got to flip through it to be able to hit your target. Staying steep and turning will not get you to hit the ball to your target. It will get you slicing the golf ball. So staying shallow lets everything fall into place going into the golf shot with good rotation. So far, we haven't talked about any crazy contorting type of rotation drills, but did we do them? Yeah, of course we did. We did them, but we only did them once we made sure the lateral excessive sliding was calmed down and made sure that all the variables were in place to be able to rotate. I get a lot of comments from you guys in the comments section, and it's almost like you haven't been watching my rotation videos, even though that's what my channel is really about, is about, let's say, the preset impact drill. How it's the only way you can rotate is doing this drill. Well, I would argue that the only reason you can't rotate normally, setting up to golf ball normal, is because you've got your variables out of place. Look at your club face, look at your club shaft, look at the depth of your left arm, look at your movement pattern in the downswing. Is anything out of place there that is gonna calm down that rotation? Get it into a good spot and then do the drills. So like I said, preset rotation drill. Yes, we did rotation drills just like it there. So when you've got that swing into the place, like we said with the variables, then yes, let's start to work on that body turning. So preset rotation drill is a great one to do. I just had a video on my channel of me playing golf with it. It's really, really good drill. But if you can't turn without it, there's something wrong. So how we do this? Weight on that left side. We want the hips open as much as we can, chest open as much as we can. Little bit of right side bend. How that looks from the front on, looks like this. So, see that shaft lean? Wasn't trying to do it, it happens from rotation. So here we go. Weight on that left side, hips open, chest open, right side drop down to right hip. Then I spring back, spring through. There we go. If I could do a lot of reps of that, and I make sure that my other variables are in a good spot, then I'm going to be well on my way to be able to rotate. You're not going to rotate like that once you get the variables in your spot. You need to rep it out afterwards. But a lot of you, like we said, don't even work on the variables, you just work on the rotation drills. It's going to do nothing if you just work on the rotation drills. You're wasting your time. So again, rotation drills, I've got all my other bits in the right place, swing back, swing through, and then we're all good to go. So if you want more on that topic, total of rotation, I have a course on Skillest, on the app version of Skillest, where it's the ultimate guide to rotation in the downswing. It is a long guide, but it teaches you everything you need to know about rotation to a coaching level. So, and it gives you practical ways to be able to get it into your golf swing with certain practice structures that will be perfect for you, depending on what your root cause issue is, your variable that's out of place, which we'll talk about all of them in the course. So guys, that's exactly how we got Bill's swing to where it was. So the amount that he could turn was really up to what his body could do. We didn't force extra amount of turn to happen. When doing the preset rotation drill, you'll find out how much turn your body can do by how much you can get there at setup, which is quite a lot for everyone. So this is where you can all rotate in the golf swing. You're just approaching practice to it wrong. So absolutely, it's all we did, just like I explained in my videos. So what we're doing with Bill now, of course, still working at improving. We're getting him to move his left shoulder more up and around going through the golf ball to help him hit more up on driver. So just like a drill I've been talking about a lot in my videos recently about left side extension and this left side to post up a little bit more. So that'll help you hit more on the up. This drill here. Last lesson we had last week, or actually a few days ago of filming this video, it's exactly what we were talking about. And this was having this stick, putting this stick on the ground along the toe line. We want the stick to elevate off the ground. We don't want to do it via dragging. We want to do it by getting the left shoulder to move up and around. Gets the stick to elevate. That's all via extending that left side, making it longer. That's going to get this stick elevating off the ground. Just like I had with my whipping the club through the golf ball video. It certainly does that. So absolutely, you can rotate too. Whether you're a senior golfer or not, you can do this if you get your variables in place. So if you want online lessons with me, there's a link down in the description. We can do exactly what we did here with Bill, get you into your journey of having a more consistent golf swing. All the details are down below there. Just you and me, we can work together on getting this in there, and I can guarantee we will be able to do that. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So get working on this, guys, and you're going to be rotating better too.